So hello, good morning, everyone. This program is gonna talk about the Q link list. So this is the our Q link list. This is our behavior of our program, and which is public class Q node. We have here object info and then the Q node link. So the object info is a value of our Q node, and then the Q node link is a box that we must put the value of our Q node. So we have here Q node, close parenthesis, and then Q node object O, and then Q node L, and then info equals 0, and the link is equals 1. Because the Q link list is just like a two box. The one is have a value, and then the one is connected to the other value of our Q node. And then we have here a private int data, the private Q node next, the public Q node index data, and this data equals data, and this next equals to null. So we must go to linked list. So I put in here that import Java util array, because we must use the array, and then import Java swing J options. So here the public class Q link list, and then Q node front, and then rear, and then private int size equals 0. So why 0? Because we all know that the index starts into 0. So we have here the Q link list, and then Q link list Q node, and for null the front equals n, and then the rear equals to null. So we must all know that it is default into null. And then we have here a public void in Q, the object item. So we all know that the public the in Q is just add the last part of our Q, and the DQ is removing item of the front. So as I said, that public void in Q object item, and here that Q node new Q node item null, and then if front is equals to null, and then the front is equals to null, and the rear, and if else, well, rear link equals null, and the rear equals null, and then have it a size. So we all know that if front equals to null, and then rear is to null, because the null is like a if null, this is the default of our null, and then if else, it has a size and have a value, and then we must put it. So revere the public object DQ. So we all know that DQ is the removing item of a front of our Q. And then revere Q node exception. So object the null if front equals to null through new Q node exceptions. So the QT will be the flow, and then the null fronts to info, and then the front equals front at link, and then size, and then return to null. And then the public boolean, we all know the public boolean, it's empty, and then it's just like a Q, and the stack. So a stack have like pop or push. So just like here, the Q in Q, and then the DQ, and then public boolean is empty, and then we return the size equals to 0, and then public void gets stuck, and the Q node stuck equals front, while the stuck equals null. And then we have here the J option that show message dialog null stack info, and then stack equals stack link, and we have here the private static class Q node exception extends exception, and then the public Q node exception string deleting from any item. So we have here the this of all of it is as what do you call it, the structure of our Q of the public. So it is must check. This is the specific action to do is check the all array value and display it to our program. So we're gonna go to Q exception. So the meaning of the Q exception is to catch the error if I don't know, what call this, if our program will be crashed. So this is the work of our public, of our queue exception. So we have here queue exception through new unsupported in public. So we must go to our queue implementation. So this is my all structures of our program. So I put in here import queue link list, and then the queue link list the Java, and import Java swing that we can message that we must choose what do we want to choose it, like this, like public class queue node implementation, public static boolean choosing true, and public static void main, our main string, that queue link list, and then k equals to new queue links. So let's try while choosing. So string in the G option to show input dialog. Then you have here the link list. So we have only 3. So if we want to add item, remove or display, and display the QQ. So int. So this all was a specific program to convert unit into integers. So we have here the int o integers parse int, and then must put a switch, the switch method. So switch o, and then case 1 in here. So string add j option show input dialog, and then I put it here please enter like please enter please enter an item to add to the queue, and then int add, and integer parse int add, and then k, because we're here the queue link list is k, so k in queue. So the in queue, we all know that in queue is add the last part of our value. So and then it will be break, and then case 2. So j option show message dialog null, and then k the queue, so it means in front, it will remove the value of the front, and then was close parenthesis and the plus, and was deleted from the QQ from queue, and then k the queue, and then close parenthesis and then break. And case 3 is k to get stuck and then break. So and then 4 is like choosing false, if false, and then it will break and it will catch the exception. So we must run it. And if you want like this, add an item, so I will choose add item. So please enter the item add of QQ, so I must choose 2. So if I displayed the QQ like number 3, and then it will message and display the value of our Q number 2. So thank you for listening, and that's all for today.